Hello, good evening, and welcome. My name is Mike Moritz, and the name of this stream is Vampyr. Specifically Day 3. I'm continuing my first playthrough of the role-playing game Vampyr, and I'm enjoying it. So, last episode, we got stuck in a loading screen going into the sewers, and also a man died, and that was actually my fault. Not because I killed him, but because I didn't save him, and I should have. So anyway, that was on me. And I'm sorry about that. Not as sorry as about the time that I blow up the moon. But anyway, I'm just going to mosey over here and do this Worldle. It's not Cape Verde, but I want to try it. Yeah, okay, so it's somewhere in the... let's say St. Kitts and Nevis. It was St. Kitts and Nevis, cool. Alright. There we go. That was fun. Are we happy we all did the Worldle, rather? That was very exciting. I hope you're all happy to know that today's Worldle was St. Kitts and Nevis. I wanted to say it was Sao Tome and Principe, but it doesn't let you do that. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. We're in the sewers. This is new.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Okay. Oh good. All these are breakable. Yeah, well. Anyone want to play Skyrim? Well, that sounds good. Excuse me a moment. Okay. Well, we've got lots of crafting goods, which is nice. And as I recall, this was as far as I got when I played it back when this game came out. I have it. I have it on PlayStation 4.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
And throw him to the floor. Rogue Skull. Rogue Skull. Loot? Some loot. Ferrous tartrate and quinine. Always good. Hello there, me old China. Oh, blimey, knock it on the head. Laugh, laugh, I nearly went to Ethiopia. Second class, mind you. What is this? Bullet. Yeah, who is saying that? Blah. Oh. Oswald?
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first.
Yeah, calm
Please,
thy
take a
tits,
deep
mine
breath and
dude.
tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
And he's got a headache. Well, that's someone we at least saved, which is nice, because we didn't save that other guy. And I'd really like to try and get the quality of some of these districts up a bit. That looks like it's a way out. Yep, and it was. So dumbass me, I was probably gonna be stuck again. Oh, wow, you actually let me out. What a novel concept.
In the mirror?
Alright. Dead. Oh, hello. The Ban of the Dragon. Sorry, I've got to do my... Hello, Boatster. Hi. How you doing? Welcome into the channel. It's nice to see you here for once. Yeah, we're just playing ourselves some Vampyr, and I'm about to do a reading. Concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, I would advise our members to be very wary about these so-called scholars. Yes, indeed, most of them are always affable and respectful whenever they approach us, but it would be unwise for a discreet circle like the Escalon Club to foolishly speak about our goals, our members, or our traditions. I should also like to remind our fellow members that the Brotherhood itself is ancient, enough to have some mysterious traditions. Among one of them, according to some informants, could be the so-called Ban of the Dragon. It seems that in certain conditions, when the brothers of St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty immortal, they call upon him this ban. What is it exactly? I don't know. Does it really exist? I don't know for sure either. But what I've established as facts is that whenever a hostile or vindictive vampire has threatened London, it has disappeared without a trace after the Brotherhood pronounced a ban upon him. The loyal Fergal Bancho himself has never been foolish enough to openly provoke the Brotherhood. This is a lesson we must all remember. Never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. From the lore of Escalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. Interesting stuff. Of course, whenever I think of the dragon, when I think about vampires, I always think of the Ordo Dracul from Vampire the Requiem. I love playing Ordo Dracul. They are just such a fun group to play. Fantastic covenant, lots of fun. I haven't read the new scales in 2nd edition. Because I only played Ordo Dracul in 1st edition Requiem, but... Oh, they were fun. Okay, Brotherhood of St. Paul Still. Very interesting indeed. Oh. Nom 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 nom.
I have this thirst for blood.
No crap. Yeah, it's really been interesting this week. Like, I've seen a lot of people have picked up Alien Isolation for their Spooktober streams, which is nice. But it's so weird because
Is despicable.
this actor is in it, and he's playing a character named Samuels, and of course, notably, he played Sam.
I have this thirst for blood.
And he played Sam in Observation, which is one of my favorite horror games. Like, whenever anyone's like, oh yeah, what horror game should I play? I always say Observation. I wasn't wanting to play it, but someone wants me to, so I'll be playing it on Halloween. There you go. See? See? Fair. Yeah, well, for me, my two choices that I had was to play Call of Cthulhu on stream, or I could play this, because they were the two horror RPGs I had. And I decided to play Vampire because I've not finished it. I've played a little bit of it. I've played up to this part, and I thought, oh yeah, it'll be fun to play it. And it turns out they have the exact same voice actor in the main role, and Christina Cole's in both of them, who, of course, I love Hex, and we got ourselves a werewolf in the sewers. It's a werewolf. Ah, damn it. Can I bite you? Oh, yummy. Whoa, that did damage. A lot of my friends love vampire stuff. I need to check to see what they think of this. It's interesting. Set in about 1918, it really leans into the vampire as disease vibe. I haven't gotten deep into the lore of the vampires themselves. My go-to reference is always Vampire the Masquerade or Vampire the Requiem whenever I'm referring to vampires, just because I think that Masquerade just has really good classification tools you can use to refer to. But it's not doing a Bram Stoker, which is nice. A lot of stuff from like pre-Elizabethan times really lean hard into the Stoker side, and this is not. This is a lot more of a medical thing. Oh no, help. Damn it. Oh, God. This is bad. Must heal. Oh, bollocks. You know what? Actually, what if I got gun? Cool. Well, that did some damage. Oh, wait, I have hypos. Hell yeah, I do. I've never been able to beat this boss before, so... Like, literally, this boss is where I got stuck. So this is going very well for my first time.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
What do we got here? Nurse Crane's voucher. If you are sick and have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothy to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petrescu's house and present this coupon. Dacia sunt... Okay. This is going to be Romanian. I don't speak Romanian, but let's try it. It'd be... Oh no, the ligature mark's over the A, so it might be Daca sunteți bolnavi nu aveți bani? Oricine ați fiși de oriunde ați veni? Dorotea... Wait, what is the A with the thing over the top? Is it would it be a vo? I don't know. Poate ajuta nu este Patcaliala gratuit discret. Veniți la casa lui Darius Petrescu to acest coupon. Now that is 100% Romanian. I can't speak it. The reason I know it's Romanian is because it looks a little bit Latin and it looks a little bit Slavic. So that means it's Romanian. There you go.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Oh yeah, this is another way. Okay, cool. Oh, I always try and read things, even in their own languages. If I can actually read the language, I will try and read it in language. Like, I love reading German stuff. I should play, should maybe for a special time one time play, what's it called? Gabriel Knight, The Beast Within. Because, oh boy, the German in that game. Canis! Lupus, lupus! Gabriel Knight is what? Gabriel Knight 2 is my favorite. It's your best source for 90s German gay werewolves in full motion video. It's wonderful. Like, that letter that Von Glauer sends to Gabriel at the start of Act 6 is basically porn. I love Gabriel Knight. I love FMV games. Don't play a lot of them because I mostly play RPGs on here, but love FMV games. And yeah, Gabriel Knight is something really special. I'm gonna go level up. Well, is there anything here? No. Alright, well, hello, she's gone and got herself a bit of a fatigue, like. We should make some potions and stuff. I had an obsession with watching people play Phantasmagoria 1 for a while. God, who was I watching play Phantasmagoria 1? I think it might have been No. I forget who it was. I was watching someone play. I think it's better than I remember it being, but it's still not good. Oh, I don't have a... I really like the death scenes in Phantasmagoria. They're really, like... really quite brutal. And they're intense. But, they're not great. It's not a great game. Phantasmagoria 2, on the other hand, is even more special. What have we got here? No. Okay. Like, Phantasmagoria 2 is one of those games where it's like, I see what they're trying to do. And I respect it for the most part, but they just can't, they weren't able to pull it off. And it's a shame. Alright, leveling up. Also, hi, Dreamer. I don't know if I said hi. I think I did, but I'm saying it again. We are playing Vampyr. Blah, blah. What do I want here? Oh, I've got ultimate. Rage, Abyss, and Blood Cauldron. Whoa! Blood Cauldron? That sounds like such a busy evening. Focus on your power to boil your target's blood. Woof. Shadow Vortex at your target's feet. You lose control at the beast takeover. Ah yes, that's the, I believe it is the Gangrel who ride the wave. I think it's the Gangrel. That is Shadow, so that would be either La Sombra or far out, what's it called? Kaibeat. I think they're the Kaibeat or something. They're a Maquette bloodline in Requiem. And Blood Cauldron is... That sounds like Tremere Thaumaturgy from Masquerade. Or... Who would do that? That sounds like Theban Sorcery. Or would it be Kruak? Causing the blood to... I don't know. I don't know much about the magic factions in... The blood magic factions in Requiem, because I've not played either of them. So it's either going to be the Lancaeat Sanctum, which are the churchy ones, and they get Theban Sorcery, or... It's going to be the Circle of the Crone and Kruak, and it feels more Kruak to me. But, again, I am not well versed in that. So, I would like more blood. Tasty blood. And... got like more damage from my biting. Don't make me get my source books out. God, everyone is sick. Why is everyone sick? They've all got fatigue. You've got cold, fatigue, headache, fatigue. They've all got fatigue. Do you have to keep these people alive? You don't have to. But, okay, so... Basically, like... So, like, over here, you've got the status of the district. And you can see currently it's stable, but it's teetering into serious. And you can just kill everyone. The district can collapse. Everyone becomes hostile. But you get more blood. Which is nice. We like blood. And blood gives you XP. Like, I got 500 XP from killing this guy. But I'm trying to go relatively good. Because I'm also a doctor. So, yeah. Where's that cold medicine? Let's make some fatigue. What do you get from them if you keep them alive? I don't know. What do you get from anybody if you keep them alive? What do I get from you by keeping you alive? Did you think about that? Pippa.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, Nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
You put a price on hope. This goes against everything you swore to uphold as a nurse.
Report me then, Dr. Reed. Report the little nurse and keep on lying about the surgical errors, the wrong dosages and diagnostics that we all covered for the sake of our colleagues.
Whoa!
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
It's a good thing that we need nurses, because otherwise I would be eating your life's
Goodbye,
blood
nurse.
right now. Did I ask you to cover up for anybody? Sure as shit didn't. Like, you know what happens with that attitude? The Russian army.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
That was a little bit topical
Such
there.
a pleasure to see
Also to any of the Russian bots who might be watching this, hi.
Do you need medical attention? Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead.
You know, like, I don't have to heal these people, but I just want to because I think it's a good thing to do.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Doctor.
Look, Strickland, I appreciate you, but I don't have the time
Goodbye,
to deal
Dr.
with you. Just stop being such a dick and we'll be fine.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
I'm not gonna lie, that actually reminds me of some compliments that I got today at work. I'm apologizing to this guy on the phone. Oh, I'm so sorry that this happened. And he's like, no, don't apologize. You're doing your job, and you're doing your job well. And I was that felt very nice.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
What? Oh, I did actually
Goodbye
give
for
him
now,
the...
Mr.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. I'm alright.
For a moment there, I thought I didn't give him the remedy, but apparently I did. I was just being a dick about it.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Yeah, you're all a bunch of edgy boys.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Ackroyd, my boy!
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
We get it, you're an alpha.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Hey! I got an achievement. Hippocratic Oath. Heal 10 citizens.
Thank you for
Feels
your
good.
time.
So there you go. There's why you do it. You do it for the Chivos.
With you at our side, Dr. Reed, I know that Pembroke and survive.
Anyway, how are you, Dreamer? How are you doing?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require...
I will be...
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse.
Alright, let's go over to Whitechapel. Been in the garden a bit lately. I know it's been fantastic gardening weather. I have been whipping, I have been snipping. What is that? Hold on, what? Unknown. Unknown. Hold on, there's a person there!
That was fast.
I'm afraid the trail of breadcrumbs leads beyond the hospital premises.
Mexican sour
I must
gherkins.
leave for a time.
Is
Sounds
that
a bit
so?
smick.
Why?
Now it's time for you to be patient. It would seem that your blackmailer is part of a more complex machination whose root is in Whitechapel.
Machination? Do you suspect another immortal is involved?
I hadn't considered that eventuality.
Do be careful, my good doctor. When immortals are involved, the stakes tend to escalate quickly.
You know what I would
I'll
love?
return with case solved or carried on my shield.
I would love if we go there and it's Clancy Brown. Because as they say, it's better to burn out than fade away. What? So can I not interact with this person?
That was fast.
I'm afraid that
Is that
now
do be careful?
Strange. I really need to watch Highlander again. That movie is really good. You sound kind of funny, Nash. Where are you from? Lots of places. And of course, my personal favorite line, I'm not Spanish, I'm Egyptian. Who doesn't love Highlander? In the end, MacLeod, there can be only one. Curfew. Alright. We are back in here. Also, I realize I still haven't put chat on top of the overlay. Game. Game? Hello? Game is not responding. The game just froze. Which I don't like. I can still hear it. I may need to force quit and load it up again. It's having a good old think. Let's just quit out of there. Also, another Next Fest has come on the old Steam platform. And I am, yet again, honestly not that interested. There's a couple of games that have interested me. But it's not really a whole lot that I'm like, yes, I would like this. I also get like recommended a lot of like just sexy type games, and I'm just like, I don't want to play this. And they're like, oh, but you played this other visual novel, and I'm like, yeah, that's like Ace Attorney. And it's like, oh, but it's the same as this, and I'm like, it's really not. But anyway, you're gonna capture the game, please. Hello. Oh, it's having a, oh. There we go. I still can't believe this game came out by Don't Nod. In case you don't know, Don't Nod are the people who made Life is Strange. So it's a case of... That's really surprising. They also made Remember Me, which is really interesting. Alright, how far back did the game save? I don't know why I did a voice there, but a voice I did. And now I just have like the music from Where the Water Tastes Like Wine in my head. Oh god. I thought I had escaped Ryan Ike's amazing Americana score, and now it's just back in my head. Oh, this is going to be insufferable. Really good soundtrack with The Water Tastes Like Wine. Really interesting game. It's just about storytelling and the building of myths. And, doesn't really have like a good ending. Because it's one of those ones where the journey is more important than the destination. Okay, we're back. We are back. Oh, hello. Okay. Sorry, if the stream looks a little juttery, it's because the game is a little juttery too. I'm in a slightly bad way. Yep, and I'm dead. Great. We love to see it. Actually, no, we don't. Oh, cool. There's a heavy hand run across this land, and it steers my journey and it guides my pen. Press on head high till the anchors run dry. Sorry. Just the soundtrack to Where the Water Tastes Like Wine is really freaking good. And yeah, it's just really good. I don't have much more to add right now. What else? What? Sorry, I'm just scrolling through the old Twitter app, and I just saw someone in a wrestling match using, you know, the plush sharks from IKEA. I think they're pronounced blahage, or it'd be like blahoy or something. Someone wrapped it in barbed wire and beat another wrestler with it. Yeah, you can load at any moment in our game, please. Thank you. Well, it is actually moving. Yeah, no, it's moving. I don't know why it's taking so long to move, but it's moving. So just come on! There is no reason why it should take this long to load. It's edging very, very closely. Okay, now it's under the N. So it's slowly going forward. This is impossible. Why is it taking so long to load? I don't know. I'm not doing anything. I'm not dropping any frames. It's just... Okay, it's under the N. We're very close. Very close. We're getting there. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Hold on. I'm gonna stand up, walking across the room, and books. What is that? That is the Carthian book. We don't need the source books. We need the we don't need the splat books. We need the source books. I think those are werewolf books. I think. Yes, they are. I see the vampire books. Give me a minute. Just got to dig underneath Pathfinder. I have our vampire books here. All right. I have the vampire books. I have returned. And we are now under the O. Okay. So let's open up. We'll start with reading from the book of Vampyr the Requiem. And let's have a look at our blood magic rituals here. Protean, resilience, vigor. Here we go. Kruak. Here we go. Okay, Kruak. First ritual causes hunger. Checking what it'd be closest to. Indeed. And also, we've got to do something while this thing loads. So I figured I might as well do this. And reading vampires and discussing lore is what we do here on the channel. The next one's called Rigor Mortis. May temporarily interrupt the reanimating impact of vampiric vitae. Okay. Cheval. Cause it to ride their senses. Blood poison. That's like the Assamite power from Masquerade. Protection against being staked. What's this? The 5-point palm exploding hand technique, apparently, called Touch of the Morrigan. That sounds exciting. When someone's eating, you get to steal the vitae that they're eating through magic. A vampire got lost at a last. Please tell me. I'd love to hear it. Willful vitae, immune to blood addiction. Cool. Tainting blood. No, it might be Theban. Reliquary. Blood Scourge. Curse of Babel. Blandishment of Sin. Liar's Plague. Gift of Lazarus. Malediction of Despair. Stigmata. Transubstantiation. Wrathful Judgment. Level 5 Theban Sorcery. We're essentially in a sewer, pulsating to a certain degree. Certain things nest, come out wherever you are. Was told to take a roll, seeing as how come off. Bestial Failure. Resulted in demonic style. Wanna play? After my initial cute and happy line. Oh dear. Oh, here we go. This Wrathful Judgment, level 5 Theban sorcery ritual. This ritual metes out divine punishment by turning a Kidron's own vitae to fire in his veins. The ritual is unlike other Theban sorcery practices in that the sorcerer, quote-unquote, charges the ritual before the player makes the final roll, and that charge can consist of multiple points of willpower. And that's points of willpower, not dots of willpower. Each point of willpower invested in this ritual deals 1 point of aggravated damage to the subject and consumes 1 vitae from her as the victim's blood burns away in a conflagration of divine fire. It is Theban sorcery. I thought it sounded like Theban, but I wasn't sure. For more fire, it's divine fire, so that's why it's aggravated. If the sorcerer has some personal object of the subject's, he may invoke this ritual from anywhere in the world. Sympathetic magic. Otherwise, the vampire must be able to see his subject. The object must be of some importance to the intended victim. Picture of his dead wife works, whereas car keys or cell phone might not. Objects taken from the subject's body itself are more than satisfactory, so again, sympathetic magic. This effect has no effect on mortals or other supernatural beings, however, it does affect ghouls. So it's specifically a curse against Vitae itself, and not just blood. It's specifically kindred Vitae, so it works on ghouls and kindred, but no other supernatural ability templates. The roll to activate this ritual is penalized by the subject's stamina. Okay, so you know it's if no successes are rolled for the ritualist, all willpower is invested into the rite is lost. Offering one of the casting vampire's eyes or hands either plucked out or cut off. The kindred suffers 2 points of lethal damage in the process. And then they have to spend blood to heal, of course. Yeah, no, I swear I've seen people in-game use that ability. I mean, I say ability, it's a ritual. So how Theban sorcery works, it's a form of blood sorcery, and it's a dice pool that is intelligence, your intelligence skill, your academic skill, and your skill in Theban sorcery. And I think it says Gangrel Clan weakness does apply to discipline users roll and tend to affect Theban sorcery rituals. What is the Gangrel Clan? I'm gonna make this out. Action extended. Oh, so that needs 5 successes, and each roll represents 1 turn of ritual casting. Dramatic failure. Ritual fails spectacularly, inflicting some aspect of itself as a detrimental effect upon the caster. A ritual intended to damage a subject inflicts its damage upon the caster, while a ritual intended to store vitae in an object depletes the caster of some of his own. Imagine that. You gouge out one of your own eyes in order to set someone's blood on fire. The ritual backfires, and now your blood is on fire. And you just took 2 points of lethal damage, and now you're taking points of ag. Anyway, the loading bar is under the F now, so F this. Let's have a look at 2nd edition and see if we can find any fun similar powers in 2nd edition. The Parliament of Owls, magic. That's coils and scales of the dragon. Oh, these are all the same powers. Oh, apparently Wrathful Judgment is not in the core book of 2nd edition. That's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, where are we? Let's read up my boys. The Order Dracul. You want to join the Order Dracul because you want to cheat death properly. You think you can be better. When you're alive, you yearn to be a vampire. You believe that being a vampire could be wonderful, and you want to find a way. You want to become alive again, but so much better than human. You find the occult world terrifying. You're afraid of what you might become. The big picture. The dead scientist who experiments on humans, werewolves, and fairies in a sterile white laboratory. The occult archaeologist who rifles through the tombs of the terrifying beasts of old. The chillingly plausible preacher who leads his disciples into self-mutilation and surgical alteration. Oh, that sounds like a fun OD character. The robed cultists whose rituals depend on the sacrifice of angels. These are the Ordo Dracul. They are the Order of the Dragon, the children of Dracula himself. They adopt mystical names, play at arcane ceremonies, forge underground fighting rings, start cults, explore places they should not go. The Ordo Dracul knows more about the hidden world than perhaps any group of vampires. Hold on, is this... Oh god, is this done the thing again where it's just going to be stuck at the loading screen again? Because I swear that hasn't moved. The Ordo Dracul knows more about the hidden world than perhaps any group of vampires. You know what, I'm going to load the game again. So this has been going on for too friggin' long. I think I've had more issues with this game over the course of 3 streams than I had over a similar period of time with Cyberpunk. Which is saying something, because it's stuck on the "you have been defeated." Yeah, no, it was stuck on the "you have been defeated" for me. Anyway. God, now I just want to play Requiem again. This game is so cool. See, the thing I like about Requiem, as difference from Masquerade, or at the very least different from the first 4 editions of Masquerade, is Requiem is you are undead. You get to choose what that means for you. I tried playing the PC game Requiem. No, you didn't. There was no PC game of Requiem. Alright, they have not made a video game of Requiem. You did not play Requiem. You may have played Masquerade Redemption, but you did not play Requiem. There is no Vampire the Requiem game. There are only Masquerade games. Vampire the Requiem is a completely different thing from Masquerade. Yeah, no, I understand. See, for me at least, Masquerade is fundamentally about the question of what does it mean to be human when A, you are not, and B, being human doesn't actually matter. And I don't know how the setting has changed in in 5th edition, but in the first 4 editions of the game, a big part was the fact that the world was going to end. And in fact, that is true of all of the classic World of Darkness games. The old vampires are going to rise and destroy everything. The plans of the worm are going to destroy the world. The hubris of the archmages, etc., or the technocracy, or whatever it is. I never played Ascension. The world will succumb to banality. All of these things, it's fundamentally like the world is ending. In Apocalypse, the werewolf game, it is you've lost. That's the thing about Apocalypse. In Apocalypse, you've lost. The world is going to end. That is a fact. That is an undeniable fact. The question is, what do you do with it? How do you deal with that? And I actually really like there's a really good interactive fiction game. It's called Heart of the Forest. Werewolf the Apocalypse, Heart of the Forest. It's very good. It's very good. I love that game a lot. But for me, it's about what do you do? What does your life mean to you in the face of all of these things going on? Requiem is different. And a lot of the other games are very different as well, in that it's more about what you do pretty much doesn't matter. What is going on has always gone on, will always go on, and you pretty much can't do much, if anything, to change it. But that doesn't mean that what you do isn't important to you and the people around you. Here's the difference. Vampire the Masquerade is about all of the big stuff. It's about being a vampire surrounded by this lore and all these people and these big characters and this clan stuff. It's about the masquerade. All of this stuff around you when you are a tiny little person. What do you do surrounded by all this big stuff, the wonder of the masquerade? Requiem? It's about you. Your requiem. How will you live knowing you will live forever as a vampire? And for me, a lot of the other games, like, that's not to say there aren't big plots and things going on, but it's very different. It's a difference between the Gen X nihilism and millennial nihilism. You know, Werewolf the Forsaken, okay, the war will never end, and you're probably not going to make any big wins, but you can make small victories. Changeling is beautiful. Changing the Lost is one of my favorite RPGs of all time, because what it is it's about coping with trauma. You've been through a terrible experience. How do you live your life? How do you rebuild? What do you rebuild your life into? What is important to you? You know, is it denial? Is it anger? Is it bargaining? Is it acceptance? Is it depression? How do you deal with all this trauma? And it is wonderful. It's a beautiful game. Yeah, Changing the Lost is highly recommended. But that's the thing, you know, like, and that's not to say I don't love Masquerade. It's just I prefer to talk about Masquerade than I do to play Masquerade. I prefer to play Requiem, but I love talking about Masquerade. Just because there's so much going on. Oh god, these are these guys again. Okay, let's not get involved with them because that's what killed me last time. And of course, if you have differing opinions, your opinions are valid. Just because I don't like a game doesn't mean you're not Just because I don't like a game doesn't mean I'm stopping you from liking a game. I mean, my partner's working on a... Masquerade is the only one I ever played because they had a digital version, otherwise I'd not been. Let's Agent Changeling. Changeling in World of Darkness is really interesting because it can go one of two ways. It can be the darkest and bleakest game in the entire series, including Wraith. Or it can come across as kind of tone deaf and creepy, because the idea is, and again, my memory is I've read Changeling the Dreaming a long time ago, but basically all of the wonder and magic is going away from the world. You know, all the magic goes away and you are left with a job as an accountant. Like, there's more going on than that, but like the basic vibe is that. And it can be brutal. But some people don't play it that way. It's like, I don't know, like some people
It's locked.
don't play with the meta plot in Masquerade, and I'm like, well, why don't you want that? And then they were like, oh, okay, people don't play with the meta plot in Masquerade, so we'll make a game that doesn't have meta plot. We'll call it Requiem. And Then people didn't like that that Requiem didn't have meta plot, and it's like, well, what do you want? I am going to get... But again, that's just my opinion on these games. Hold on, just give me 2 seconds here. Store page. Oh, there's a demo? There's a demo for Heart of the Forest. Just posted Heart of the Forest in the chat. It is... Oh, if you want it, it's a different take on World of Darkness, but boy howdy, it is a good one. Where is this guy? Is he down the bottom?
Some damn strangers are attacking me!
Yummy blood. Oh, now I recognize where that sound is from. It's from Dishonored. The ding sound when you
Damn strangers are attacking me!
that sound when you do the attack like that. Hello there.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
All right. What else have we got going on in here? No. Anything else?
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Unreadable text written in Braille alphabet with just the title and Roman alphabet. Cure for blindness. Okay. Interesting. Wait, it says go up. There's no more up. I can't go more up. Oh, petition letter. Mr. Bates must stop. For months, years, Cadogan Bates has exploited us. If we had more money or proper jobs, we would never rent any of his extortionate flats. We all know what revolting solution he proposes to women who can't pay the weekly rent. Let's meet him together soon. Demand for an immediate change. Interesting. Someone's been a naughty boy. Wouldn't it be funny if the landlord was a vampire? Do you get it? Get it? The landlord is a vampire because he's leeching on the lifeblood of his tenant. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you see? Do you see? Yeah, because everyone loves an Event Horizon reference. No.
This is despicable.
Yeah, well, you're the one who did it, so what are you gonna do? Okay, where is this? Sorry. Right. Oh, so it's not through here. Must sneak around.
There's safer places to be than here. Are you dead?
Cool. I don't like how many of these, like, cultists there are around here. Don't open, dead inside. Whoa! Nope. I don't know why they're attacking me when there is a giant furry man beast. Guys, werewolf, right there. Pick your battles. Oh my god, now they're attacking me. Alright, I'm gonna run away. What? Why are they attacking me? Good. Roger the wall. Hey! Well, something something Roger Waters the Wall reference, I suppose.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. Hold on. There we go.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
So apparently there's a hideout and it's around the corner and I need to sneeze. Nope. Whoa!
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. If she's pretty, I'll keep an eye
out.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
What happened?
Hey!
All right.
Sod off.
It's true.
I said...
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
This note was found on a dead man, Albert. If that doesn't change your mind, then you must be ready to face the risks.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I have a future here.
Alright.
Goodbye, young man.
I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Of course not.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. No one can help me. Not even you.
Well, that's interesting, if true.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Interesting.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just frayed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
PTSD.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Interesting.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Let's go this. Yeah, I get it. You don't need to keep repeating it. No, it's over here apparently. Is this it? Nope, this is not it. Because this... Oh, wait, no. Wait, hideouts... What? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm now just deeply wary of like whenever I get a loading screen because I don't know if this is gonna be like, oh yeah, it's just normal loading, or if the game's gonna hang. The fact that it's edging is making me very worried. So you know what bugged me? There's that bit where they're like, in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and they think that Elizabeth is like the son of Bootstrap Bill Turner. So they're like, all right, we're gonna sacrifice her, we're gonna spill the blood, and then the guy, I can't remember his name, but he's like, oh, she's only half Turner. We'll spill the lot. And I'm like, what do you mean half Turner? Like, oh no, wait. I think it's he's because this is when they've actually got Orlando Bloom. But it's like, he's only half Turner, we'll spill the lot. Well, that's how descendants work, you see. You see, when you are someone's child, right, you have two parents. You have a mother and you have a father. And one of them will have one set of genes, and the other will have a different set of genes. Yeah, no, it's doing the thing again. Alright. See, I'm just ahead of the game. When I get a slow loading screen, I'm just gonna quit out of it. And yeah, it's like, no, because like, well, Elizabeth, you thought she was Turner's son. Oh, sorry, Turner's daughter. And she was only technically, as far as you knew, half Turner. And it's like, what is... I don't know. It's just like that. I get the point where they're like, they need to up the stakes. And they need to be like, all right, it's not just going to be a little prick of blood. They're gonna actually, you know, raise it so that Will is in more danger. But how they did it is just so dumb. Doesn't make a lick of sense. Anyway. Welcome to my brain. I'm really tiring of that very minimal doodling dong ding dong doodling dong dong doodling. Oh god, please don't have this have a long... Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna mute the stream. So I don't have to hear it. You can still hear it. But I am deaf to the world. See, that loaded really quickly. That loaded really quickly. Alright, and now I am in this house. What house is this? There has been some shenanigans going here. Something is afoot. Or a hand. Or a hat. Alright, look at all this blood. Blood? It's a lot of blood. What's going on here? That's a dead woman. With a cigarette case and a ring. Dead inside. Oh, cool. Here's my hideout. So this was where I wanted to be anyway. Sweet. Okay, where's my crafty table? I would like to do some crafty table. Alright, okay. Okay. What are the maladies that are plaguing this area, actually? Let's open up here. Okay, what do you got? Migraine, fatigue, and cold. I don't have migraine. I have fatigue and I have cold. Alright, what about the other places? Okay, you don't have any problems. Fatigue, headache, fatigue. Everyone's just really tired and fatigued. And honestly, I get it. Actually, let's have a look at our weapons. Nope. Oh no, you're fully uploaded. Wait, are you fully uploaded? Common machete. Cool. Yeah, you're done. Nope. 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 Tricky. More blood or stun? I feel like I want the blood. And then I go... character sheet, please. Yeah, let's get Clee's hatchet. And we'll have a little sleepy sleep. What do I need here? More health, I feel. And could really do with more stamina, but I do not have enough XP for that. I don't use it that much, actually. I feel like the blood cauldron seems like the most fun. Needs 1000 XP, so I will leave this here. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Okay. Went down a little bit, went back up. Alright, we're okay. Look at this. Go, 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 go! Ah, so close. Feels good. Okay, someone's gotten sick, but we don't know all the people, so... But that feels really good. You see how, like, all of these recoveries pumped it up to healthy? That's what you want. I don't know why this has to be a separate loading screen. Oh, please don't take forever to load and then I have to quit out of the game and I have to come back in. It's gonna be like that, isn't it? How long have I been online? Has it seriously only been an hour and a half? It feels like it's been so much longer. It feels like it's been so much longer because of all of the faffing around and I haven't just been able to dive into the game. That stupid chunk of that is loading time. Yeah, but, you know, I did think to go and get, you know, rule books. I should really do that, like, get out a copy of Cyberpunk or something for... Actually, you know what I should do? I should see if I can get a copy of Shadowrun. So when I'm playing Shadowrun, I can read you all about Shadowrun. I don't actually have a paper copy of Shadowrun, but I'm sure I could find a copy somewhere.
Well, there is no protection against malevolence.
Hello, me old China.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Also, I see Witchy's doing some Next Fest horror demos. Definitely want to go and check that out.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences.
Kill this man.
And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
All scientists are seeking answers.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men.
Now let me get my boots on. I'm getting deep in here. Wait, sorry, what is this? Have you seen the trailer for the Isletide Hotel, new FMV from last month? Haven't played it yet, but I have seen a preview for it. I know someone was streaming it, but I didn't watch it because I wanted to play it myself. I have seen the preview for it though. All right, let me guess. We live underground in the sewers.
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us, but not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Okay.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am. Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, She was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
I really don't like this man.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Really don't like this man. Actually, I'm just gonna duck off for a quick moment. I'm just feeling a little peckish. I have returned. Huh. Sorry, I just got an update on Twitch. Alright, let's see if we can find this thingy.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
If no one stops it, this epidemic could turn into a scourge. It may kill more people than the war itself.
Yes, this is another kind of war, but just as deadly. History will judge us all for what we did and what we did not.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I must confess, some of my rational views have been shaken by recent events.
I'll remember to stay away from the district's roughest streets then.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
Hold on. He wants to reveal the truth. He says he seeks truth. But he's openly against reporting about the epidemic? These two concepts seems antithetical to me. I feel like you can't want truth, seek truth, while also saying, oh no, but we don't need the truth that, you know, makes people feel uncomfortable. Well, if you're hiding truth, you're basically lying. You're not telling them the truth. I don't like it.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks.
She's probably mute.
But I mean you no harm, truly. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Goodbye then.
Interesting. It's another one of these thingies. Hold on. Wait, where did she go? Oh, there she is.
Hello again, miss. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then.
Interesting. Yep. Uh-oh.
Please, sir. Can't let you through. Sir! Step away!
That is like a straight up cultist. The Reverend Henry Kane. Uh-oh. Well, he's dead. Ooh, common handle parts. I need those for crafting. Yep, don't cough in public. Cool. Oh no! Whoa! Damn it. Oh my god, stop picking on me. I think I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna try and run away. I'm glad I made those serums now. Okay, well he's dead. What? There's another. What? There are more? That's not fair. What? Oh, okay. I seem to have lured them into a little fighty fight. I need the blood. This door looks promising.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
Oh man, I need mesmerize level 3.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
How do I level up my mesmerize then? I guess it just levels up with my character level? I'm thinking maybe I am not high enough level for Whitechapel, so I might go back to the Pembroke. Do some stuff down there. Just because all these boys seem kind of chunky.
There's safer places to be than here.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
She's a vampire. Calling it now.
But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can. Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can. Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peterson?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
That's pretty interesting.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Cheap price. Welcome, sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Right then. Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates, Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say a live tenant's a paying tenant.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
I've no interest in money. Perhaps one night I will visit you and take what I require. If that should happen, there will be no need for a middleman.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, saved lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamborous shit.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor.
Oh God, kill this man.
See. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit from the misery of others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Really? What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. Made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. I'm looking for Dorothy Crane. She's a nurse. What can you tell me about her?
Dorothy Crane. Bless her soul. I really should thank her someday.
Tell me truthfully, why are you so thankful?
By keeping my tenants alive, she's making me a rich man. Every month they live, it's more coin in my pocket.
Has she treated you?
No. When I need a checkup, I'd go to a bloody doctor, not some backer.
Oh my God, I hate this guy. God, Whitechapel's full of such garbage people.
Goodbye, Mr.
Oh, wait a minute.
Mr.
Evening.
Since I took it.
Well, see.
Infecting you is probably the luck.
What? You give me.
Goodbye.
You don't know the last thing about this place. You don't know the last thing about me. Alright.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
He's got bronchitis.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius.
Okay.
By the church they just mentioned.
I've met Darby. I think I might actually wrap up for the night. Interesting as this has been, and I hope that if you came by, either you enjoyed the gameplay or you enjoyed my reading of the Vampire Requiem sourcebook, because I always love talking about lore of various things, and when the game doesn't work, we make our own fun. So, having said all of that, ooh! Witchy is playing the demo for the Thaumaturge, and I'm curious about this one, so let's go visit Witchy, who I very much like. Wait, I need to spell her name correctly. Cool.
Loki, right? All the different branches. Moritz, knock knock. Welcome in. How are you? I forgot to turn that off. That's